Hi, it's Annika. A quick note before the video starts. This video will contain spoilers for the Grishaverse series, so the Shadow and Bone series, and the Six of Crows duology. So if you haven't finished reading these books, stop now. So I've recently discovered that Netflix is going to make a new TV show based on Leigh Bardugo's Grishaverse books. The show will be called Shadow and Bone after the Shadow and Bone trilogy that she wrote, or as it's better known, the Grishaverse. I have them right here, my three beautiful books, which I've recently finished reading. The show will be following two storylines. The first one, being the one that the show is named after, will follow the Shadow and Bone trilogy, following Alena Starkov and the Darkling and the Ravkan Civil War. And the second storyline is going to be based on the Six of Crows duology, which takes place in the same universe, that follows the storyline of Kaz Brekker and his gang of misfits and thieves and liars. So we will essentially be following two different timelines because Six of Crows takes place after this trilogy. So it'll kind of be like the Witcher situation where you have two different timelines running parallel to each other. I am very excited for this show and have very high expectations, as I know Leigh Bardugo is going to be one of the producers, and I have faith that she will see justice done for her books, for this series that she has created. And so often have we readers seen these wonderful worlds be torn apart by TV shows or movies, or like Hollywood essentially just coming in to make the big buck and ruining everything. So I have faith, knowing that Leigh Bardugo is working very closely with this show. I have faith that it'll be good, and I am highly anticipating this release. So as I said before, I have recently finished reading the Grishaverse trilogy for the first time, and I recently finished rereading the Six of Crows duology. If you want to see my review and my opinions on that series, I'll leave it in the description box below. But anyway, as I've just finished reading them, I thought it would be the perfect time to give my opinions on the cast for the show, as I know that they have been announced a while ago, like last year in October, I think. But I think it's finally time for me to have a look at the cast and give my opinion and see if I think that they were the right choice. Okay, so I've just gone onto the IMDb website for Shadow and Bone, and let's take a look at the cast. Alright, first up, Kaz Brekker is Freddy Carter. Alright, yeah, that's kind of, I like the cheekbones, the hollowed out cheekbones, that's very good. Yeah, I definitely see that as being cast. Let's see. What's his name? Freddy Carter. Oh yeah. Definitely cast. I can totally see that. And he looks lean. Yeah. I can totally see him like dressed up in those dark clothes, like the suit that Kaz wears. I don't know. I haven't seen him in anything, I don't think. So I don't know how good of an actor he is, but based on appearances, I think Kaz is pretty good. I mean, he does look a little bit older. He looks a bit older than what he's supposed to be. He looks older than 17, but again, the ages of these characters are a bit unrealistic. Like a bunch of kids pulling on heists like that and being that, I don't know. I think their age isn't really essential to the plotline. So if they age all of the characters, then I think it'll work fine. Alright, now jumping to the different series, Alena Starkov, who will be played by Jessie May Lee. I like that. I can see her with white hair towards the end. Yes. There's no other photos. Let's look her up. I didn't really have a picture of Alena in my head. Not really. So, honestly, she could look like anything and it would be fine. She looks roughly the same age as the Freddy guy. But yeah, she's pretty. She's pretty. And I can see how they could make her look very sickly and like deathly pale, like when she's not using her powers. Like they can make her look very skinny and weak. Totally. And then they can also build her up. Like look at these two pictures. Like they can definitely glow her up very easily. I like that. Alright, Malian Orits, for I can't even pronounce his name. Mal. Okay, this isn't what I pictured Mal as, but I guess it could work. I mean, he kind of matches Alena, kind of, which is good. Like, these are the two, like, these are like the couple, right? So they have to kind of match. They have to look good together. And I can totally see that. He looks slightly younger. I don't know. Maybe it's just my imagination, but he still looks like roughly their age. Let's search up other pictures of him. Archie Renault. Yeah. I don't know what I pictured Mal as. In my head, he kind of reminded me of Mattias from Six of Crows, so I always pictured him. I don't know. I kind of like merged the two characters as I was reading the Grishaverse. I wonder if how they're gonna have his hair, whether it like be shovel or like short, because he's part of the army, right? So he has like the buzz cut. Yeah, I think he could work. He's like pretty good. This is the picture of the cast. Yeah, I like it. Oh, and now for my favorite character of like the entire Grishaverse, Six of Crows, Inej. Let's see who's playing her. Amita Suman. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and she's in that one Doctor Who episode. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Inej looks exactly like I imagined her. Alright, let's take a look. Amita Suman. Yeah. I think the Suli and the Grishaverse kind of like take on like this like brown colored, I think, like darker colored skin, and I mean she looks beautiful. I love that. She is gorgeous. And she's lean, like I can totally picture her as Inej, like on the high wire, perfectly balanced, total badass. I like her. I'm so excited for this. I wonder. Oh, I'm so excited for this show. I can't wait to see what these characters are gonna be like. Hopefully the actors are good. Cause like I've only ever seen Amita in that one episode of Doctor Who. Didn't really pay much attention. Alright, Jesper Fahey? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Alright, he doesn't have a picture. So let's look here. Kate Young. So Jesper's supposed to be like black, right? Ah. There we go. I don't know about the hair. They'd have to... I don't know about that hair. It doesn't look like something a teenager would wear on his head. I pictured him more black. And he looks like he's got sunken eyes. Like he's supposed to be beautiful, you know? He's alright. He's alright. Because in my mind, Jesper was like this really cool, sly guy who always made the puns, was like tormenting Weil, and I don't know. Maybe. Something has to be done about his hair, though. Something has to be done about his hair. Alright, who's next? General Kerrigan. Who's that? Ben Barnes. Oh, isn't he the guy from Narnia? Yeah, he's Caspian. He's Prince Caspian from Narnia. Okay, but who's General Kerrigan? This must be the Darkling. Ben Barnes. Is that... I think he's cast as the Darkling. But let's take a look. I love it because the Darkling is supposed to be this like hot guy that you're attracted to, and like slightly older, but not there's can't be too much of an age difference, just like slightly older. Like he knows what he's doing, he's in charge, very charismatic, and like we've seen him play the role of king in Narnia, and he does that very well. But I wonder, with a dark twist, he'd be very good. And he's attractive. Like, I can say I would understand if Alena is drawn by him. I'm drawn by him. This is a perfect casting decision. Okay, on to Ivan. That's one of the characters from the Grishaverse. Let's see, Simon. I mean, sure. Ivan was always kind of like a side character for me. Like, I never really pictured him, I guess. This is fine. Like, he's got balls, but how old is he supposed to be? I don't know. Ivan. Yes. I mean, he was always this guy that he thought himself in charge, and he was like he was very much obsessed with his power and his status, and he liked being held in the ranks above because he was a heartrender, right? And he always positioned himself above the others. But how old is he supposed to be? Doesn't say. Doesn't say his age. He could essentially be like any age. But he looks so old compared to the others here. I mean, when is this picture from? Like, I don't know. What's this picture here? He looks like a grown man. The others look like they can pass as like young adults, you know? Like adults, but still young. This guy is a grown man. I don't know. He looks older than the Darkling, and the Darkling is like hundreds of years old. I don't even remember. Ooh, okay. Nina Zenik. She is also an awesome character whom I love. She is supposed to be beautiful. I remember one of her characteristics was she was not like particularly skinny. She had curves. Um, she wasn't she didn't fit into the little costumes that she had to wear very well. So she can't be like some super pretty model girl. Oh, and she's very pretty. But Nina's not pretty. I don't know. Let's see. I always pictured Nina with like reddish hair, or maybe that's Genya or Genya. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't have like um a very skinny face, so she's got full cheeks. I like that. That matches Nina. I like that. Let's compare it to Nina fan art. Fan art. Yeah, I don't know. I always pictured her with like reddish hair, like they depicted her in the art. But I guess, yeah, like here she has brown hair. Hmm. I wonder, did they specify in the books? I can't remember. Either way, she looks pretty. I like her. I like her. Maybe not. She's not what I pictured Nina to look like, but I accept her as Nina. I can totally accept her as Nina. Ooh, okay. Genya Safin, or Genya Safin, however you want to pronounce that. She is supposed to be the most beautiful girl in all of Ravka. Like, that is her trait, right? So we are looking for the most beautiful girl they can find. Daisy Head. Okay. Hmm. I don't know how I feel about her. She is very skeletal. Like, you can see all of the bones. Let's see if there's a nicer picture of her. Oh, Daisy, sorry. Daisy Head. I don't know, guys. Is she the prettiest girl in the world? I don't, I don't, I don't know. I'm a bit disappointed by this. I mean, here she's really pretty. Yeah, here she's beautiful. And here she's pretty. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't say she's the most beautiful girl in the world. I mean, she's alright. She was not my ideal. Genya, I saw Genya differently, but I mean, I didn't pick the cast, so. Ooh, Zoya. I like Zoya, and I'm currently reading King of Scars, and she has a really big role in that as well. So, let's see. Sujaya Dasgupta. Yes. Yes, exactly. This is exactly how I pictured Zoya. Like, exactly identical to my head. I can see that feisty attitude. Let's see more pictures. Yes. I like the bangs. I hope they keep the bangs, because Zoya in my mind always had bangs. I don't know why. I don't know why Zoya had bangs in my mind. She just did. But I like this a lot. Ooh, and I like this art. And she does kind of look like her, doesn't she? Yes. This is a perfect casting, I think. Ooh, Prince Vasily. He's important. What were the Landstovs described as? Because I remember Nikolai has blonde hair, but that's because he's half Fjordan, right? What were the Landstovs supposed to look like? This guy. Right? Yeah. This is good. Yeah, I totally see that. Definitely. And like a bit of a beard, like a light beard, that's very good. And like that prince style hair. He looks very much like a prince, like a future king. And kind of arrogant as well. I can totally see him as Prince Vasily. Oh, Nadia, she's one of the Grisha that works with Alena. Let's see. Ah. I don't know why I just thought of this. Copy and paste. So much easier. Yeah, I like her. She ends up being lesbian, right? Yeah. She ends up with Tamar. Oh, yeah, that'll be so cute. Can't wait to see what Tamar looks like. Yes. She looks like a Grisha. She looks like Grisha. Ooh, the apparat. So he's supposed to be this like old creepy man, the priest that is trying to manipulate everything from behind the scenes. This guy's supposed to look like he's supposed to like get under your nerves, like make you shiver at the sight of him. So let's see how they casted him. Kevin Eldon. Ooh, yes. I know this guy. Yeah, I've seen this guy before. He's in an episode of Merlin, I think. I'm pretty sure. Aha! Merlin! I was right! Oh, yes. He's like that guy who was the jester or like one of the servants of like a king that wanted to stir up trouble. And he was like he was also a magician or he was something magical. I remember him. Yeah, let's see some other pictures. Kevin Eldon. Again, I forgot to copy and paste. Like, oh. I mean, yeah, look at that. Doesn't he give you the chills? Just like seeing this old, whew, perfect for the apparat. Oh man, like look, I don't know what, like he's just creepy, but perfect for the role. My goodness, that is almost exactly like how I pictured the apparat. Oh, David, the fabricator. Let's see. He's supposed to be like this nerdy character who only focuses on his work and what he's building, and Genya is trying to get his attention always, but he never seems to notice. Let's see. Oh, you can't really see his face. I don't know who that is. Yep, I like it. Just like give him Oh no, he doesn't have glasses. Never mind. I was gonna say give him glasses. The nerd look. He looks a bit old in some of these pictures. Like, what age? What age are they making these characters? They're supposed to be teenagers in the books. They're really aging them all up, aren't they? Like, Alena was 16 or 17? I think she was 16 when these books were happening. I don't know. Like, how old are they making them? Well, he's cute, so I can see why Genya would like him. Roti, he's one of the dregs from the Six of Crows duology. Mattias, also the Six of Crows duology. He's one of the 6. Let's see. So he's supposed to be blonde hair, blue eyes, big, muscly, sort of soldier build. So kind of very grumpy. He's very religious character. Let's see who they picked. Callahan Scott. His face is too nice here. I wonder if there's a picture where his face is more like hardened. Because I need to see him with the face that Mattias would wear, and that's not it. Mattias would not wear this face. Oh, he's got a butt chin. Mattias doesn't have a butt chin. Not in my head, at least. He looks like a jock. You know, okay, so at least he's got the build. But he just looks like one of those high school jocks, you know, posing for their yearbook photo. I pictured Mattias with longer hair. You know, like the long locks, Fjerdan locks. He doesn't really have blonde hair, though. That's not blonde. Not really. It's like brown blonde, dirty blonde at most. He'd need to dye his hair. It has to be blonde because he's from the north. Oh, and Bagra, she's the Darkling's mother, so she has to be this old, ancient, this very powerful, old, and quite scolding character. Like, Alena hated her because she was awful to her, but at the same time she loved her and respected her. So we need a kind of irritating old lady that scares the shit out of you, but you have so much respect for. So let's see. Zoe Wanamaker. I butchered that pronunciation. Yes, I can totally see that. Yes, the smile. I can see she's got like that attitude. Where have I seen her before? Okay, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Oh, yeah, she's Professor. Oh, what was her name? She's also Cassandra from Doctor Who, from the first season of Doctor Who. Yeah. She's Cassandra, what was her quote? Moisturize me. Yeah, see? Cassandra. New Earth, the end of the world. Beautiful. Beautiful, love it. She looks like Bagra. I mean, you'd have to give her a bit more, maybe different hair. Yeah, slightly different hair. Make her look older, more like weary. I always sort of pictured Bagra to be slightly fatter as well. Fatter and shorter, because she was always like seated in her chair, right? I don't know. And the hut was described as being so small. So I can only imagine like a short, plump woman like living in this tiny cottage, never leaving the room. Yeah, but I like her. I think that was the end of all of the notable characters. I am surprised to not have seen Sturmhund or Nikolai. Maybe because he's not in the first book. He comes in the second book. So maybe that's why I haven't cast him. But Prince Vasily isn't in the first book either. So I'm a bit confused as to why Vasily's been cast yet, but not Nikolai. Maybe they haven't found the right one. Maybe they haven't found the right character to portray Leigh Bardugo's favorite character, Nikolai. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see him. He's one of my favorite characters as well. Apart from Inej, then it's Nikolai. But yeah, this cast looks fantastic. They're a bit old, but if they've aged the entire cast, I think that's fine. Considering their age, I mean, it played a slight role in the fact that they kind of, there's moments, at least in the Six of Crows duology, there's moments when they wish that they had an adult figure that would help them. They wish that they had someone to lean on rather than always taking the responsibility themselves. But I think since they've aged the whole, that was such a minor part as well of their character development, of their character building, that I don't see that being a big problem with them taking that out. So yeah, I'm actually very excited for this show. Now that I've seen the cast, I can't wait because they look fantastic. Most of them look exactly how I pictured them in my head, and the ones that don't, it's not too big of a deal. I can always shift. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, I'm super excited. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Thank you!